Hi everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to move tabs. Now, if you're looking at this binder, I went ahead and grabbed some tabs that I had in a different part of the document, and I moved them out of order. So instead of seeing the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 main tabs that are in the binder, you can see that I've got 4, or actually 3 documents that are out of order. So there were 6 main tabs, and now I've added 3 extras. So that happens a lot. I know I spoke to a few of you at the training session where some of you had just started uploading your documents as main tabs in the binder. And I'm sure that some of you want to clean up your binder and just get that looking properly. So I wanted to do a video to demonstrate how you can do that. So if you look here, I've got these 3 documents should be put as base tabs. We talked about main tabs, we talked about subtabs, and we talked about how you're always uploading your documents as base tabs. So these don't belong here. And then I did an example where I uploaded a file mistakenly as a subtab. So you can see here I've got grading 1, 2, 3, and then instead of putting it as a base tab, I accidentally uploaded it and had chosen the subtab instead of the base tab. So I'll show you how to move that in there. So let's go ahead and go to the first document that I want to move, the first tab, and I'm going to hit the editor here. And if you remember from our last video, it opens right there in the editor in the position that I want to be in. Okay, so I've chosen this document and I want to move it as a base tab. So when you're in this main tab level, you need to be moving it to the subtab level. And then once you get it to the subtab level, you can move it to the base tab level. So I'm going to move this over under FTE document so it's in the right position in the main document. So what you want to click on over here is the move tab. So I'm going to move it over here. I'm selecting it and I'm going to click on move under. So the tab that I want to move it under is the FTE documents. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose it. And so now I can see that I'm under FTE documents. Here's the tab that I'm in. And now I want to go and put it under grade period 2. So I'm going to hit the move under again. And I'm going to go to FTE tabs and I'm going to look for grade period 2. And then I'm going to move it under. So now I have that document properly located under that particular subtab as a base tab. All right, so I did 2 movements. One was taking a main tab document and moving it to the correct subtab position. And once I got it there, then I moved it to the proper base tab position. So there are 2 steps when you are moving it from up here. So let's move this other document. So now I want to move this under FTE. I'm going to get it right under the proper main tab, which is FTE. There it is, now under FTE documents. And now I'm going to move it under the subtab grade period 2. Because again, I want all of my files to be uploaded as base tabs. So I'm going to put it under grade period 2. And now I have my 20 to 40 documents. I'm just going to move it over 1 position. So you can actually move laterally. So I'm going to click on move right. So now the first thing they will see is students 1 through 20. And then the second base tab they'll see is the 20 through 40. All right. So now I'm going to take this document, this tab here, and move it where? I'm going to move it under the main tab that I want to go as a subtab. So it's FTE documents. I'm going to move it under FTE documents. And now that I see that it's under there, I'm going to put it in the proper base tab position under grade period 2. So I'm going to go look for grade period 2. That's my subtab. I'm going to move it under as a base tab. So now I've got it under grading period 2, and I've got my 3 base tabs, but this one is a little bit out of order. So I'm going to move it laterally to the right, and now I have 1 through 20, 20 through 40, and 40 through 60 in its proper order. Okay, so just to recap, we moved all of those 3 main tabs that mistakenly got put as main tabs, and we moved them down first as subtabs over here under the FTE documents, and then we moved them into grade period 2 as a base tab. And now I'm going to take this subtab here and move it one more level down into grading period 3. So some of you may be in here ready to upload your document into one of these subtabs and you accidentally hit subtab instead of base tab. So now you've got this extra subtab here that you really need to move as a base tab. So this one doesn't take 2 steps. This one's actually really quick and easy. You're already in that subtab. You click on Move Under. You know it's going to be under FTE Documents, and you just immediately go to the grading period that you want it in. We'll move it under grading period 3, and we'll say Move, and there it is. So now when I hit View, just to double check and make sure everything's in the right location, I go to my FTE Documents, I go to grading period 2, and here are the 3 documents that I had accidentally added as a main tab instead of a base tab. And I had to move them first as a subtab, and then as a subtab, I moved them into the base tab position. And then if we go over to grading period 3, I had this one document that I had uploaded as a subtab sitting right here next to grading period 3, and I'm moving it as a base tab position by just making that one row push with the Move tab.